So today we'll be talking about vocal function exercises. These are a series of 4 different exercises that a speech language pathologist could work on with their clients in the same manner that someone who is providing physical therapy would work on um, exercises for muscular structures that you can see and feel, like your arms or your shoulders. This one is for your vocal folds, and since we can't see them, we don't call it physical therapy. You'll need on your phone or some sort of device, or if you're lucky enough to have a piano, um, to have a pitch pipe or some way to ascertain what pitch you're on for a few of these exercises just to help standardize them. So these exercises should be done around 2 times each, twice a day. And they're all done as quietly as possible without breathiness. So we have a warm-up exercise that we would start with. You sustain the vowel E as quietly as you can for as long as you possibly can hold it. For women, you want to go with the F above middle C. For men, you want to go with the F below middle C. So I will give an example of this. My one disclaimer here is I do have some tremors and they may be able to be heard in my voice. Not sure how it comes through on video because I've never produced an E on video at a sustained pitch. So, um, and you don't want to be whispering, so it has to be louder than a whisper. So, and then you would continue this until you completed your breath group. Um, for all of these exercises, I should have said this in the beginning, you want to make sure that you're sitting in an upright position with your shoulders over your hips, not rounded forward, nice maintained position, and you want to be breathing from your stomach or your diaphragm if you know diaphragmatic breathing instead of from your chest. This will help support the larynx and the vocal folds throughout these exercises. So that one you would go through and do it twice and try and sustain it for as long as possible. The next exercise is a stretching exercise. You glide from your lowest note to your highest note on either the word knoll or the word whoop. And if you're doing knoll, you want to make sure you're pushing through to that nasalization. If you're doing whoop, you want to have a very round lip posture. Um, so the goal here is to not have any voice breaks between the modal register and the falsetto register. Um, Even if you do, though, it is perfectly fine. This is why we do the exercises, so then we can improve. So you would start as low as possible and just try and push as high as possible. This one's tricky, though. I found you aren't increasing volume as much as trying to go up in pitch. A lot of people tend to just get louder instead of going up in pitch. So we'll see if I can do it. So you go, no, and then you'd go back and repeat it again. Um, and so the opposite of that would be a contracting exercise. So you're going to go from your highest note to your lowest note on the same words, whichever is you're choosing. So, no. And then repeat that exercise. The last one is a power exercise. So you're going to sustain the musical notes C, D, E, F, and G for as long as possible on the word ol, which is old but without the D. And then you can set a goal of how many seconds. And for men, it's active below middle C, and for women, it's middle C. So. And then continue all the way up until G. So this was just a run through of some of the vocal function exercises that you can do. And I hope you learned something new, and I hope my voice didn't sound as bad as it did to me. There's a lot of tremor in there, so that's Always something interesting.